I mean, you see what we're doing with the 70s kind of neo-soul thing. You know what I'm saying?
That's the stuff they're gonna get you out there too.
Yeah.
Something new.
Yeah, exactly. Because I mean, it's old, but it's new again. Because we're adding different elements to a sound that's been around since Marvin Gaye even before them. You know what I'm saying? Especially during the '70s, man. You had the congas going, and the Rhodes, with Donny Hathaway and.
Yeah, you gotta be able to take them sounds and do something new with
Yeah.
It's like Paul, you heard of Paul Hardcastle?
Yeah, jazz.
Jazz guy. See, I told you, man, she's a jazz connoisseur too, so she.
One thing that made him stand out in jazz is when he started taking these dance beats and stuff.
Yeah.
And put it to smooth jazz. That's what made him stand out. So he took something like, because he took like dance, hip hop beats and stuff and made it smooth.
Yeah.
Brought that smooth sound to these dance beats.
Because, I mean, look at, like, based on what you're saying, right? Like, what I'm getting from what you're saying is a trendsetter. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, you look at what transpired from the 50s, and then what happened in the 60s. The 60s sound better. I mean, they ain't gonna say better, but it sounded different from the 50s. Yeah. And the 70s definitely sounded different from the 60s.
Oh, yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And then the 80s took it to another level with that synth, music.
Like Ben Tanker, what got him standing out is he combined gospel and smooth jazz together. Yeah. So that's what made him. Yeah. So it's like that's what I'm always doing when I write music. I'm always trying to figure out what can I do new that hasn't been done yet.
Yeah.
But what you can do, all you really have to do is kind of take an idea from here, take something from here,
that's what I try to do.
And figure out how you can.
Yeah. Take something from the old school, bring it up to date with what's kind of, you can kind of like, you can have a drum beat, and the drum beat could be, maybe some, the kids be, listening to now, right? But then take a smooth sound or old sound and, like, man, because they never heard it.
Yeah.
It's new to them. It's old to us, but it's new to them,
And see, another thing, like with Ben Tank, you got all these people that just listen to gospel music.
Yeah.
And they just listen to gospel. Now you got them, like what Ben Tanker did. You now got them listening to smooth jazz.
I see what you're saying, yeah.
He took smooth jazz and he took gospel music.
And
created it, we call it gospel jazz.
Yeah. And you know what, man? I used to
try. I hear a minister and say, man, when people hear me, they say, man, you sound like Ben Tanker. And you can see these people that just listen to gospel. So he's kind of bringing all these gospel people that just like streaming. All I listen to is gospel music. I'm not listening to jazz stuff. And now he got them listening to jazz because they ain't gonna listen to no jazz. It's got to be gospel.
It's whoever's singing his singing to his beat or whatever, and especially if they can sing, for some people, I ain't gonna say for all of them, because I was trying to get my mom, like back in the 90s or whatever, when I was living in DC. I dabble with gospel music. Well, working with this gospel guy, he was a big fan of. Is it Donnie McClurkin? The gospel guy, Donnie McClurkin. Yeah. I think it was either him or BB. It was BB Wines.
Oh, okay.
That's the guy, right? Cece is the female, right?
Yeah, talking about the brother and sister.
Yeah. He used to always sound like, he had that kind of heavy voice like that. And so he was a friend of Raheem Devon that I was telling about the NeoSoul singer, the major artist that I used to work with. Raheem to introduce me to him. His name is AJ, and he's a gospel singer. He could play his own stuff, but I was recording like the stuff that he was doing, and but he was doing that contemporary like gospel, right? And I used I came back down here. I was telling my mom, I was like, Mom, I said, why don't our church, Mount Hermon Baptist Church, do like the stuff that Tremaine, you've heard of Tremaine Hawkins, right? Gospel legend, that kind of stuff. But my mom was, the church that she played kind of did that kind of traditional gospel.
We're all backed up now, so
Okay, you ready?
yeah. So this one, I'm gonna mute your scratch vocal track,
Okay, cool.
and you're gonna sing a lead vocal all the way through.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we'll do harmony part,
Let's see.
or doubles,
Huh?
or doubles.
You mean when you said doubles, you mean like the unison?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm more likely to do a unison on it, and then